megacycles by authority of the Federal Communications Commission. A test program follows. To you who are trained technically, I need hardly say that there's still a number of problems to solve. I guess you know them as well as anybody knows them. But I think we've proceeded far enough to justify the statement, at least, that these technical problems are not insurmountable.
So, that's a great game. Thanks, Brett, for putting that recording together. Sorry, the titles were wrong. Sorry, I didn't unmute for the first game. I thought I was doing quite well at that point. But it's great to see. I mean, as they said, these are some amazingly powerful decks for some really low SAS decks, and it's just awesome to see the variety. And that's one of the things I love the way we do KOTE, is the variety always seems to be there. Now, we're only going to quickly, for the last couple of things, go through the current standings for the three tables and talk through the tables we have here. So let's get started on that. So what we have here is the current top cut table. The top cut table where we've gone from top 32 all the way up to the final here, and here you can see KIP versus Hamburger Lanterns 1. Hamburger Lanterns 1 have won KOTE 6. KIP have made top 4 in KOTE 7 but didn't quite make the finals. Now if we look at the route KIP came, they beat Keyforce Granada, Team Mavericks Hong Kong, the only two-time team winner we currently have. Key Frogs, who went from winning KOTE 5 in KOTE 7 to, let's be clear, top 8 and knocked out by one of the finalists. They were playing bloody well. Then we saw the game, we saw play KIP versus Midwest Amber, 3-0 to KIP. 3 great games. They were a lot closer than I think the score lets you believe. And then we have KIP versus Hamburger Lanterns in the final. Now Hamburger Lanterns, on the other hand, they beat the Russia Smiths. Now bear in mind, the Hamburger Lanterns were the 4th place team in their group, so they had to play a playoff. Then they come in and they play the Russian Smiths, who hadn't lost a game, I don't think, at this point, and they won 2-0. Third game was cancelled. They then played Invidious Gleeful Nephews, who were the team that knocked out KOTE with Aurora. They won 2-1 there. They then knocked out our highest scoring Italian team, Better Call KOTE. Better Call KOTE are an awesome team. Really strong, but Hamburger Lanterns still beat them 2-0. Hamburger Lanterns then came on to the AC Regulars, winner of the AC Regulars side pot. So does that mean they keep the disc kit they had on prizes? I'll let them argue that out for themselves. And then they come on to Hamburger Lanterns 1. And now at this point, before, Justice Blind made it very clear that the top cut for KOTE 7 was the hardest he's ever seen. I wonder what he'd say this time if he was here, because given the fact that he's now in the final, I'm sure he's going to say it's an even harder top cut than any event that he's seen before. So let's move on to the second cut. So here we have No Canifants in Austria and Keyforge Fridays in the final. We have No Canifants in Austria, who beat Beerforge 3-0. Then they beat Hypno Keyforge because we had to drop, unfortunately. So they knocked me out, so I could say I would have been in the final, but hey. They then beat the South Wales Necklifters 2-1. The Final Swindle 3-0, and now they're in the final. Keyforge Fridays, on the other hand, 3 Witches 3-0. Another awesome team. They beat Crucial University 3-0. They beat Alpha Pendula 3-0. They beat Baguette and Twitch 2-0. So it's going to be a very interesting final here. I mean, the finals always will be good, but this one in particular. And as we jump onto the third bracket, we have Wild Wormhole here versus Coast to Coast. Now, Coast to Coast knocked off SCS Sharks this week. They knocked off HKB, which is an awesomely fun team to play because they're in my group. I found the ball. Then they beat Monkeys AFK, and then they had the bye in the first round. Well, Wild Wormhole had a bye in the first round. They beat Forge of Recorder, and then they essentially Temples of Sanctum was a bye because no results were played. They then beat Easier from the Bottom Up because Easier from the Bottom Up never played the previous match. So the Wild Wormholes haven't had a difficult chance from top 16 to the final here by the luck of the other teams not playing. But it's, again, Wild Wormhole versus Coast to Coast. I look forward to seeing the results of this one as well. And that's all we have for this week. So, a few things to point out. You've got 3 weeks minus a day to sign up for KOTE 9. We will not have a KOTE show next week. The quiz will be in 2 weeks' time. Brett's just corrected me on that one. Get ready with your complicated questions. It should be a fun one. We have KOTE 8.5. Sign up for that as well. All the sign-ups are available in Discord. That'll be running over 2 Saturdays. I'll be running one of them. I'm unsure about the second one right now. I'll probably be running both of them. But that should be a lot of fun as well, where we're trying this auction idea and want to try and introduce coaching to see how people find it. But that's all we have for this week. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Thank you.